We are here waiting to build our waiting here to build. Well, let me try to get this screen set there a little better. Building our southbound, or in the process of. It's warming up. It's really warming up. Anyway, me, of course. St. Louis, or St. Louis, Christopher Wilson, SCF. We're the Phillips cell, they call it. So we just still got, these are 4 wide right across here. And we still got something to fill in. Not sure if we're taking either 16 or 20 out. Chipping, paint going on. Getting the boat cleaned up looking good here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, but we're on standby. We're on standby. So what standby is pretty much involved for me this morning is a lot of watching boats go by. And of course answering the phone calls and changes in orders and this, that, and the other. Getting the boat ready and everything ready to part south. That's pretty much it. We're right across from Coast Guard or Corps Engineers, Corps Engineer stations. That's all their fleeting area. All through there. But that's pretty much it. And the Wheelhouse, the working Wheelhouse, of course, it's all that. We've got a nice chair here. I try to stand up more, but they've got a nice chair. We've got our backup over there. But that's kind of my work area. But that's the day.
Back on channel on the veranda.
Get a look from up top. I think I did that earlier. Get an up top view from top of the Wheelhouse. I think those bulbs are about $1,000 a piece. Backup radar. Anyway. Light is down. But yeah, that's what we got going on. It's not all excitement and flanking and going down the river and making bridges. It's a lot of this right here. Standing by. Yeah, I'm getting folks comment in my office. It is, I do appreciate it, and sometimes it takes a little setting and just enjoying the view. But I mean, look, I'm just sitting here waiting to do work or waiting on my guys to do work actually, and because there's not much. I just moved the boat around while they're building tow where they need it, but there's city front sitting here watching boats go by St. Louis. There's the bridges. This MacArthur Bridge and St. Louis. It was lit up last night. I think somebody said they were playing the Brewers last night. The Cardinals were playing the Brewers. But it's kind of neat. Summertime over there. They've got a water park somewhere over around. That's Cahokia Power Plant. And over by it, they've got a water park that shoots it shoots water way up in there. I'm on the Jackson. Somebody wants to know what boat I'm on the Jackson Aaron. And here's our, there's our tow. Those so far the barges that we're taking out. And as you can see, I don't have them arranged in a tow, particular order yet. But we'll put the barges in order on there, how they need to go, where their barge placement and stuff like that. But that's how we do that. That's how we keep track of everything. Anyway, very important piece of equipment right there. But yeah, good signal here. I figured I'd do a little live stream. Little explanation and stuff. Oh, my backpack. I've got questions on that because I've always got my briefcase / backpack / book bag, but this thing, man, it's a nomadic. I'm impressed with this. Life on the move. But it's very nice. It's got handles everywhere, so I can use it for a backpack, book bag / whatever. It's very nice. And the zippers, I'm not a fan of zippers, but these are great. You can put locks on. It's a nice bag. They're not cheap either, man. Nomadics. They're not cheap, but I love it. It's very durable. It's waterproof.
Pick up 5148.
Yep, just got orders on them, Roger.
We got a monitor fleet channel. We monitor fleet channels. I got guys on standby channel. Try to keep Coast Guard channel on all the time, but just monitoring channels and kind of keeping a watch on stuff. And the guys, they've got stuff going on downstairs, and we're changing out a face wire. So, stuff like that. Just getting stuff prepped for the southbound trip. That's kind of what we got going. Anyway. But show my progress. Alright. I think it will. There. A little better? A little better? I'm not broke down. my back's a lot better. I had some questions about that. I had some DMs or messages about if I was getting around all right. And yeah, with my starting strength program, I've definitely stepped things up. Pretty swift. Pretty swift.
Alright, dude. Got the one fire. Very good.
Just sitting still. Wind's blowing.
Going too. Coupling on that fucking big barge out there ain't worth shit. Tightest couple in the whole town. Started to end just now.
That's a fleet we're saving Miss Francis.
Taking you wild.
It was years ago on that fleet right there, but the video that I've got that's got a lot of views with it. It's we were Donnie LaBeouf was downstreaming to pull that tug off. It was on that fleet right there, that anchor fleet. That's the fleet it was on. You can see it's kind of cocked around, a lot of empties on it, but that's it right there. That's where we were. Actually, right here. I've got that kind of the way those fleets lay. It was actually that one. So it was actually, now I'm looking at it, it was actually that fleet. Wasn't that fleet, it was that.
All on.
Anyway. It got busy. It was pretty busy here earlier. There was about 3 or 4 boats running past us all at once. Yeah, kind of got busy. A little busy and hectic. St. Louis Harbor. Midweek activity. They've been staying busy. That's why we're kind of at a standstill on our finishing our southbound, because they've got to make dock swaps and all that stuff. They're doing their. I think he's got an inspector. They've got to check all these barges, I guess, before they head out, get them cleared. I really don't know about that. I just know he said he had an inspector on. But anyway, they're doing their dock runs and all that stuff. So, and you can see this is an anchor fleet. You can see the anchors. See where it's anchored in right there. But anyway. I think it's good signal. Let me check. I'll show you the room. The cabin's quarters is really close here. Right here. My room's kind of a mess, but there's no quarters. Not much of a trip to work. That's my commute. Not a bad commute to work. Towboat. Somebody wants to know the difference between a towboat and push boat. It's just terminology. A towboat. The boat that I'm on, the boats that work in the fleet are considered harbor tugs, but they're push boats. I mean, I've heard them called push boats too. And these boats are considered line boats. The bigger boats like this one, see, that's a tug over there. And they're less horsepower considerably. They're probably about, I would say, 1/4 horsepower of what these are, or less, than this specific boat. And this is a 6,000 class boat. I figure those are about 2,000 or 20. I don't know, maybe less. But that's kind of the difference. Line boat, I don't know. I guess that make a towboat and a push boat. The terminology gets really weird and people get touchy about it. I consider these a line boat. They're all towboats, but this is a line boat, and the ones in the fleets are tugs. That's kind of what I call them. But boats, towboats, tugboats. Terminology. It really differs. A lot of it's regional. So where you're at, people kind of call them different things, and it gets confusing to an outsider because you may call that a tug, and guys that ride that will throw a fit about it being called a tugboat. They'll let you know that's a towboat, a line boat, anything, but it's terminology. The arch, somebody wants to know where the arch is? That's the arch right there. I'm looking at it sideways though. See with that tower, it's in line with that tower right there. You're looking at a sideways view of the arch. Yeah, that's the arch right there. Looking at it from the side. But anyway, yeah, that's the St. Louis Arch. We're downstream of it, probably about, hold on, I'll give you accurate how far we are from the arch. Let's see, it's right there, Gateway Arch. I'm actually 2.54, right at about 2.5 miles. About 2.5 miles from the arch. So, anyway, that's figured that. Put my cursor. See wherever I put that cursor right there, it gives me a mile mark or mile reading on it. Yeah, they have. Somebody asked about the helicopters. Really, the only ones are like just the tourist ones. I think there's one or two that fly around the arch. I haven't seen them in a while, and I haven't seen them today. But a lot of times during the summertime on a nice day, you'll see the helicopters flying around over there. But I really hadn't paid attention, to be honest,
to check on that leader boat
to know if they have.
Keep an eye out for that. Just gonna go ahead and go straight up to the Indian subject. Alrighty.
That's their fleet. The kind of where the gathering area for those tugs is right over there. It's where they go for their crew changes and guys park their vehicles, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I sit and watch boats. That's a lot of my downtime. It's nice to get a little delay time like this. I kind of check stuff out. Like I said, it's really neat. You can see cars going by the highway over there. Like I said, right across from the Budweiser plant. That's always been interesting to me. Boat coming up river. Got 3 barges. That's all Artco stuff down through there. Yeah, it's really pretty neat, actually. The views, it's a unique perspective. It's not a lot of people get this type of view, and I do appreciate it, man. Sitting here watching a lot of the views from 40, 50 foot up off the Mississippi River, watching the boats working, listening to these guys. It can get old like anything else, and you hear you get sometimes you see this stuff and you look at it and you're just like, man, I'm working. And you listen to radios and it's just racket. But every now and again, you can kind of look at it with a new set of eyes or something. I don't know. I get a different perspective of it now and again if I hadn't looked at it in a while, and I get people talking about, well, look, what's this and what's that, and then I start a little bit of appreciation of the things I get to see and do. That's it.
Get inbound count off this river Addison.
Alright, go ahead.
40, 41.
These boats, that boat's getting ready. These are all empty barges. They're going north. And all these are loaded barges. They're going south. These are boats that are building their northbound tows.
I will be shortly, yes, sir.
And